Alright, so now I'm so fresh and so clean, leaving exquisite. We're gonna head over to Gold's, which is literally just down the street, and blast some back. Let's get after it, baby. Alright, so starting with Old Faithful here. This is pretty much the exercise I do to start out almost every back workout. Just regular bar pull downs. I just don't feel them. My scapulas don't contract properly. So the only pull down / pull up movement where I actually feel movement is this hoist machine. So my tried and true, I stick to it, and I feel like since I've started using this consistently, my back has made some of the best improvements. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'll do 2 pull down movements, and then move on to 2 row movements, and then superset another pull and a row movement. Call it a day. Being 5 days out, I'm not going to train for an hour and a half. It's just going to be intensity's pretty high. Stopping, not my crazy balls out, grip it and rip it, but going close to failure. But just trying to keep the workout a little shorter. So that's what we got today. I haven't trained any of my night clients since I got home from Chicago. It's been so fucking hot here. Today is cool, but in this gym, the humidity probably runs at like 85-90%, and if it's 80 degrees outside, it's 92, 93 in here. That doesn't sound too bad, but inside a gym, you got fucking sweaty people and there's no airflow. It's just fucking hot and gross. So I stopped training my night clients, and just taking a hit financially, but I can't sit here and just fucking be dripped with sweat for 2-3 hours straight trying to train people, then go home and wake up fucking 4.5 hours later and try to work in the morning again. So trying to pick and choose my battles, trying to get my clients to convert all the mornings, ones that I do train. I don't mind working stack me up from like 6:30 to like 11. I take a 30-minute break, train, be done here 1:30, 2 o'clock every day. I'll do that 5 days a week. It's fine by me. But I'm just sick of coming back and forth twice a day and being here in the evenings, later when it's hot and humid. I'll find a way to start spending my winters in LA and summers in Alaska, some shit like that. So I never have to deal with the heat. Last show I took you guys through, I had like a 1 o'clock flight or something like that. So I had plenty of time to train in the morning, get my cardio in, pack in the morning, and not be stressed about catching a flight. I got a 10:40 a.m. flight tomorrow. Means I gotta be at the airport here before 9. I'm always one of those people that like to be a little early. So I won't really have time to train in the morning. I could, but it'd be a little rush. But seeing as I get into Tampa at 6:30, and the airport's really close to the hotel, and I said one of my online clients is going to do all my shopping for me. I negotiated him a free month of training if he went and gathered everything for me. And so I'm going to train. I'm going to do cardio tomorrow morning, come in, do cardio pose, do my pictures, my normal routine, and then go home, finish my packing, fly to Tampa, get settled into the hotel, and go train tomorrow night, do some post-workout cardio. It's a little better that way, I think, to train after you get someplace, as long as, time allows. It's just good to get up and get some blood flow going. So that'll be my plan for tomorrow. I'm gonna have to do. I got all my food set. Yesterday I made all my meals for the travel day, plus some extra. I got all my my meats and everything vacuum sealed and pre-sorted. So really I just gotta do laundry tonight and get my clothes all set. And that way tomorrow morning I just come home, eat, and finish final touches of packing things and get on the road. So hopefully a little less stressful. I always make travel days super stressful because I'm a last minute person. I can't perform when I know I have a lot of time to do stuff. I'm great under pressure, so I usually always wait till the day of the flight to get everything done, but I'm trying to be a little more prepared, get some shit done yesterday, get my laundry and everything sorted out. While I was doing cardio this morning, someone's in the posing room, so I had to go do my cardio first. So I just went through and I made a list of every outfit I need. I need 3 sets of clothing for cardio, 3 sets of clothing for workout, a set of clothing to get tanned in, a jumpsuit for check-ins, jumpsuit for show day, a set of clothing to go out to dinner Saturday night, a set of clothing for photo shoot Sunday morning. There's a pool party that I might go to, so posing bathing suit for that. And then I'm gonna go spend Sunday night with my dad, who lives outside of Tampa. So just some casual clothes for that. And then I always fly out with the same clothes I fly in, so I do laundry and shit while I'm there, so I don't have to bring as much stuff. So my whole list is all sorted out. I know everything I need. I know where it all is. Just kind of throwing it all in the bag and organizing shit. So that's what I got going on. Beginning of the year, I was jokingly saying I'm gonna do 5 shows, and everybody thought I was crazy, and no one thought I'd follow through with it. Well, here the fuck I am. 5th show, still going strong. I could probably keep going. My wife will leave me, and I'll be pretty broke soon, but physically and mentally I can keep pushing. Yeah, I mean, it's been an interesting year. You know, placings wise, you know, I have no expectations to place. When I look at a lineup, I know there's guys that I should beat. There's guys that I can beat if I'm 100% and they're 100%. And there's guys that should beat me all day, every day. You know, so I'm pretty realistic about things. You know, throughout this year, you know, my placings probably could have been better at a couple shows here and there, but judges, you know, look for different things. You know, some judges like someone with much better structure. I don't have the greatest structure in the world. Some judges like guys with a lot more muscle. I don't have the greatest muscle in the world. If a judge likes conditioning, then I'm in the winner's circle there. That's kind of what happened in Chicago. You know, my conditioning brought me ahead of a lot of guys that normally would beat me, and I got a favorable look. You know, going to Tampa, I don't know what to expect. There's a lot of big names in it. Right now there was 20 guys on the list, with I know of at least 5 more that are doing it. And those 5 more guys that I know are doing it are guys that can beat me. As of right now, as the list came out, there's a chance I could slide into that 5th spot if it as is. But like I said, I know there's 5 more guys getting added to it that all should beat me. So that puts me from maybe 5th to maybe 10th. All you can do is control myself, you know, and that's what I talked about earlier in the barbershop. Was the reason why I wanted to do the show was I wasn't 100% happy with how I looked in Chicago, you know, my waist control, because of the suppository I took in order to get rid of the constipation. You know, I think it kind of blurred a lot of things. So, you know, I'm trying to fix that issue this week. You know, it's just all about improving, and I think I've made small improvements each show. Obviously, you can't add size when you keep doing show to show. You know, it's just all about getting tighter and stepping on stage a little drier, a little fuller each time. So going to Chicago, we'll talk about that show prep. So that was the first show that I've prepped myself solely since my first year competing. And it was nerve-wracking. You know, every show, pretty much through my whole career, really, since me and Steph met, she's been with me at every show. You know, financially, we just, you know, couldn't spin it. And this year, me doing so many shows and all the dogs, it was just going to get absurdly expensive to board the dogs and have her flight and everything. So she stayed home for all these shows. So it was nerve-wracking because she's always been a second set of eyes. Even when I was working with a coach, she'd take pictures of me. I'm like, all right, what do you think? How did I look compared to, last check, 2 hours ago, blah, blah, blah. She's not a total trained eye, but she's seen my physique go through all different phases. So, it's nice to have someone to bounce that feedback off. And I went into this show, and even Matt, when I worked with Matt, he said, hey, Brad, whenever you need, if you need me to look at photos for you, I'm always here for you. He extended that offer out to me. But I wanted to do this on my own. I didn't send anybody pictures of anything. I just did everything myself. Made all those own decisions. So it was nerve-wracking. And I showed up great. Like I said, just minus my stomach. And it wasn't that bad. I was still able to hit a little vacuum. I just, on some of my side shots, like my side tricep, my ab and thigh, because of a little bit of bloating, I kind of washed out in the middle of my abs. I have a partial tear in the middle of my abs from a hernia that I had from a long time ago. So unless everything's on point, I lose a little bit of that separation. So that's one of the issues I just wanted to fix. The Chicago experience was good. A nice venue. Not for spectators, but for competitors, it's nice. Bunch of hotels in the area. Everything's close. Easy to get to. They got a big backstage area. Like I said, placing top 5th, it was exciting. I'm not gonna say I don't bank on placings, but it's nice to know that to get rewarded for something. So leaving Chicago, kind of on a little bit of a high note. One of the reasons why I wanted to do Tampa was to kind of fix the stomach issues. Now that I am doing my own prep, I'm a perfectionist, and I want to be happy with the way I walk away from the stage. So I know it's not going to be till probably next summer again till I compete. So I don't want a bad taste in my mouth. And then I talked about the whole mental aspect of things. How I had kind of a tough time before Chicago, and I've fixed that issue. This has been fine the last 4 weeks. So I'm excited to see what I can do in Tampa and bring some of the things that I've learned and some of the things I know about my body to see if I can really nail this peak. I have this ideal look in my head. It's kind of a combination of the 014 Ferrigno and 13 North Americans prejudging. I think those are still, to date, my most conditioned, most dry, crazy, crispy look. And, I want to get there and I want to nail that. And, I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. I'd say I'm as lean as I've ever been. It's just about timing things out perfectly the next few days. I'm flying in early, so I get a couple days to relax, just be in the hotel, kind of de-stress. Little mini vacation for me. So I'm excited. I'm excited to get up there, and I love competing. I don't really like being on stage. I get nervous, but I like this whole process of going into it. So I'm excited to see what's next. Like I said, I was supposed to go into this whole athletic training thing, but I don't know. I got the bug to keep pushing this bodybuilding thing. But I know my body needs a little bit of a break, so I'll take some downtime. My knee's feeling a lot better, so that was what I was really scared of. I thought I had really fucked up my knee before I left for Chicago, but I was able to jump around yesterday. If you guys follow me on Instagram, did some crazy jump split stuff. So yeah, let's just keep the ball rolling here, and I'll get a wrap up for you guys after Tampa, and figure out what I'm going to do in my next phase of my life. So thanks for following along, and we'll get some content coming soon.